Hi, I'm Claire, welcome back. Or if you're new here, I'm glad you found this little corner of the internet. Here at Country Inspired Living, I share a soulful, modern approach to everyday life. Think cosy spaces, home-cooked meals, slow rhythms, and gatherings that feel like magic. It's not about perfection or where you live, it's about how you live and finding beauty in the little things. So if you're craving more warmth, intention, and ease in your life, you're in the right place. Let's get into it. Good morning, everybody. How are you? Hope you're having a good day. Claire Chapman coming to you this morning, live from my dressing room. It's Sunday morning, and I've only just got up, so I'm a bit sleepy. But I'm having a day at home. Now, I love my days at home, but this is a day at home where you don't really have anything planned or anything to do. So I'm just going to take you on my little journey throughout the day, how I have a day at home with nothing planned, but there are things that I want to do. So I start off with what I'm going to wear. That's like really important to me because I want to get in the vibe of the day. And I just want to be comfy. Now, it's not very sunny out today, so I've opted for the colour black, and all I've matched up together is my black loungewear comfy bottoms. It's still quite warm though at the minute, so I've just matched it up with a real cosy, comfy, you can see this all sort of stretchy material, just off cut. I haven't got a body on today. I always wear bodies, but this is just like a top, and then if I get cool I can put on the top that matches my joggers. And I know this is really weird, but I do this, I kind of try and match my socks up. So I have a whole set of these little socks that are really cute. I don't normally do teddies or things like that, but I absolutely love these. And so I'm going to be putting on the black and white pair, obviously, and then it just puts it like, I don't know about you, but clothes and how they feel to me is so important. Like, I need everything to be really cozy and comfy, and even like when I go out, I want everything to feel like I've kind of just thrown it on. Feels dead comfy, like you sort of feel like you wear it every day, but it looks amazing. I don't know, you can sort of see my top. So all I'm doing right now, I'm just going to put a little bit of makeup on. I've got a hair somewhere. So that's where I start every day with my day, is what am I going to wear? And I'm going to do a whole video section on my clothes and cozy, comfy styling that still looks really good, because I'm all about simplicity, but it's gotta feel like, to me, so cozy. So these are like the softest, most comfortable things that I wear. I got these off of Shein. They were like a pack of 3. And I've just been looking this morning because I have these in like black, brown, and like a beigey colour. And currently, because it's springtime here in the UK at the minute, although you wouldn't think so looking out the window, I keep wearing the like the cream colour one, and I was like, oh, I'm not going to wear the black or the dark brown much more. I need to start going looking for the same kind of sets, because they are so universal, like, so you can wear them with anything, match them up with anything, and when you just know what you want to wear and everything just matches up, like, life becomes so simple. I don't need to think in the mornings, what am I going to wear? I just choose which colour of those 3 sets do I want to put on today. So I've just been looking up some sets that are a little bit lighter in colour as we start to move into spring and summer, and I'm really happy to say that I think I've almost found the same kind of pack of 3, but with lighter colours. So as soon as I order that and they arrive, I'm going to show you how I do my seasonal cozy styling in terms of clothes. And I'm going to do a whole training, I think, actually on seasonal living, including like the 4 pillars of the business: clothes, home styling, cooking, and then this cozy living. Okay, that's makeup done, that's me done. Hair to do. So back to hair. And also what I do with, like, I always wear the same jewelry. So I have my wedding ring, my engagement ring. This ring that Simon bought me for my 40th birthday has actually ended up falling between the sofa. And to get our sofa out is an absolute nightmare because it's a big sectional, like, corner sofa, and to move the whole thing is like a whole thing. So I don't wear that, but I also love my pearl earrings. I always have my pearls in. So yeah, I'm a bit of somebody who, I just like what I like, and so I will wear these pearl jewelry earrings any other normal day. If I'm going out, I still wear them, and then I'll probably accessorize them with my pearl bracelet and my pearl necklace. But I don't know, it just adds to it. It's a bit like last night. I was sat there had my jeans on last night. I was looking at my nails and my rings and my jeans, and I was just like, oh, I just love what I love. And there's one other thing that I do. Let me see if I can turn you around. I don't think I can, so we're gonna have to go this way. So I have my cozy slippers, but I only put those on if I'm like cozied up with my PJs on the sofa or something like that. But this is like daytime. I'm not in going out gear, but I'm not in pajama gear. Like, I'm in doing stuff gear. So I have my indoor trainers. They look like they need a bit of a wash right now. So if I'm just doing stuff around the house for the day, these are what go on. And they do need a wash, and they got my comfy insoles in. These are Skechers, I think. They seriously do need a wash. But it's a pretty cool outfit. And this is just my throw it on around the house. I've worn these all winter. Do you want to see my wardrobe? Not my wardrobe, my drawers. Look, these are the sets. So I have the beige top, the beige trousers, the brown, and then the black top would sit there, and the black one would go under there. And then I just mix and match it up with all my bodysuits. It's as simple as that. The only thing I wish that these sets had were pockets. They have no pockets, so you end up just carrying everything around with you. Water bottle, glasses, phone. So I kind of wish that they had a pocket, but hey, they're comfy, they're cozy, and now I'm going downstairs. So I just showed you a video of all this beautiful white blossom. And then we walked past this, and I'm like, oh, this is the blackberry bushes. So really do not look good right now in spring, because they're not in action. Obviously, blackberries and stuff come out in the autumn, or if you're in America, fall. And I just had this whole sense of lushness in my stomach that was like, oh my god, I'm already looking forward to autumn. And I'm like, it's only just spring. But this is how you can really embody the seasons and run into it, because I know in autumn, this is real wavy bush. In autumn, this, or the end of August, autumn, yeah, this is going to be full of blackberries. And that means to me, hey, the sun's coming out. That means to me, blackberry crumble, blackberry and apple pies. That means cozying down. So I'm like, oh, I just love all the frickin' seasons. So that's my geekiness. I'm geeking out on a blackberry bush that is nowhere near in season yet. And yet I'm already looking forward to the autumn. So even though I'm on a home day, as you can see, I've come out on the walk. That's a good thing about having a dog. It does get you out. So every day, no matter if I'm having a home day or I'm going out, we've always got to go out with the dog first. And it's actually medicine for my soul. But I got a surprise for you today. So normally I'm out in the fields, but today we've come up into the woods because look how dry it is. Look at this. We are in full bloom of blueberries. Blueberries? Bluebells. Look at this. And so our whole woods here are just full of these beautiful bluebells. Here's Toby. Oh, Toby's down there. It almost feels like the English version, the English countryside version of like a tropical paradise. Everywhere. And the most cutest, like delicate little bells. No clue what that bird was. It's literally blue wherever you look. It's absolutely stunning. So I'm going to go and walk the whole of these woods now and just soak all this in. This big old tree. Huge big tree. And there's a Simon, probably recording. So this morning we've been for a walk and now we're doing breakfast. And we normally have, what do we normally have, Si?
We normally would have bacon,
Yeah.
eggs,
Yeah.
tomatoes,
Yeah.
toast. I'll have toast. I'll have like a million slices of toast.
Yeah, I don't. But today, I fancy, Simon did this for me yesterday. I wanted like a real comforting, simple, but cleansing and nourishing breakfast. I fancied a change. So we had porridge, didn't we? So we have our organic oats here. And so Simon's just going to do us some porridge.
Just sort of through the...
And we're going to mix in some cinnamon. And then we're going to chop up this apple into tiny little pieces and half the grapes.
Where's yours?
And then we're going to stick them on the top, add some honey, and that's going to be breakfast for today because we want something quick.
Yum.
Because there's lots of things we want to do indoors
What are we going to do?
and outdoors. What are we going to do?
We're going to do the garden.
We're going to do our garden. We bought some new plants the other day, so we will take you through that on the next video. So on my home day, my day at home, all on my own, no kids or anything. I got Simon, obviously. I got one big kid with me, but I love to do like a 10-minute whiz round the house. God, I'm out of breath now. Whiz round the house and just put things straight that maybe not straight, and that also includes like doing washing and stuff like that. So I'm just going to do a run through with you. And I love to do this because like when you're walking through your home, especially when you're not doing anything else, you're not away, you're not at kids clubs, you know, you're not taking the kids anywhere, you're not doing things that need to be done, you can just run through. So you can walk through your house going, oh, this feels nice. Like this charger does not belong here, it actually belongs down there on the extension lead. And my dresser, that doesn't belong there, nor does this. These are sorting out. Where have I put these pennies? My eye mask back in my little drawer. Things like these shoes. So I normally have my brown boots and my brown boots. But look, we somehow have white trainers, white Converse, white heels. So my daughter has her prom dress in the black and white bag here, and somehow decided that it's great. I'll put my prom shoes down here either as well, because she doesn't know what choice to make. They're mine. I will pack those away now into my shoebox. Now my towels, I'm going to wash them. Otherwise, this is how I would do my towels. If I was here now and not doing the washing them, I would take them, I love this, I would put them into threes. Like I would third them. Is that right? Fold them into three. Fold them in half again. And then I would have them placed over like that. And the other one. But I'm going to wash them. So they're all going in the wash, including hand towels and flannels. Because that's the next thing I'm going to do is put on some washing. I love having empty washing baskets, and I've got 3 in the house because we've got kids. So I'm going to go and put on a load of washing. So I'm just coming into my son's room, and this chair should be there. This chair should be over there. Clothes on the top, but I'm not going to sort his clothes out. He can do that. He's big enough and ugly enough. But I will have to do this. So I'm going to put this chair back over where it needs to be, which is in this space. Out the way. Move that bag over. Welcome to my utility room. This is the sailing section, the golf section, coats and boots. This is mine and Simon's section, even though it says mummy, these are old and out of date. The girls section and the boys section. Baking, washing, first aid kit. Welcome to my little humble abode. And now I can't find the little plastic thing for the washing up liquid. For some reason I can't find the washing liquid thingy to put it in, so we're going to improvise. So first of all, in with my comfort. Now here's my washing tips. Change your fabric softener like every time you go shopping. I used to be such a creature of habit and use the same one, and I'd be like, why does my washing not smell nice? It's just because we get used to the fragrances. So now I've started to change it every single time. So every time the washing comes out, I'm like, smells so good. So I'm gonna have to use that lid now for my liquid. And also with my liquid, I used to buy the like little gel pouches that you throw in, but I started to have so many problems with like marking clothes and things like that. And I just always wondered, because we put stuff on quite low temperatures nowadays, whether they don't actually like melt properly. But I had so many problems that we've just gone back to a liquid soap. So that's just my thoughts on it. So we're gonna stick this lid in the washing machine, comfort's in, and again, creature of habit, we only use 2 buttons on our washing machine. Number 9 does everything, and then I do a bed and a wash, which is a number Well, I used to do white song number 2, but I don't anymore. So yeah, we have a very fancy washing machine with all the apps and my tumble dryer. And we use 2 settings on the tumble dryer and 2 settings on the washing machine, and we never use the app. So why the hell do we go buy all these fancy washing machines and gadgets and what have you? Anyway, that's the washing on. Breakfast is served.
It is.
Look at that. See? Hot porridge.
Hot porridge.
Apples and grapes. Nice coffee.
Nice coffee.
With my man.
Nice me.
Nice you. This is absolutely yummy. I wish that you could taste it. I'm literally obsessed with every mouthful of this porridge that I had to put the camera on to show you how good this is. Like freaking amazing. So we got porridge oats mixed in cinnamon. I've got mine with soya milk, and then I'm just up for this like fresh fruit on it right now. Like I say, just small chunks of apple, grapes, and just I nearly spat that everywhere, and then just like honey on the top. What I love about this is that it's so simple, and yet it gives you all the flavours when you really sit down and think about it, when you're eating it and being intentional of like what your soul is craving. It's got the sweetness of the honey, it's got like the richness of the cinnamon, the freshness of the fruit. I'm just like obsessed. So you literally can make the most simplest breakfast taste amazing. So something else I want to do this morning on my home day while Simon's just doing a bit of business on his phone is we went shopping yesterday and we bought new seat cushions for the kitchen table. So currently I have black ones on that are all tied on. So what I'm going to do is replace these black ones with the cream ones. Okay, so they are all finally on, looking good. Took me a little hot minute because I had to cut all the big labels off, and of course I put them all on first before cutting the label off, but I think they look so cute. So we've gone from black to cream. This is another way how you can change up your home to match the seasons, because that's exactly what I've done. I've taken all the black off that I have for winter and autumn, and I do still have lots of black everywhere, but I'm feeling the creams and the whites now that it's becoming spring and summer. So change your cushions, put the other ones, wash them, prep them. That's what I'm going to do with these 6, and then I'm just going to put them all up in a box in the loft, and then next in autumn winter time then I can swap these over. I will wash these and put those up in the loft, and that's how you can transform your table for all the different seasons. So now what we're going to do today on our home day is come out in the garden. So that's my mum and dad's place, through the arch, that's where they are. That's their garden. This is our garden, so that's like our seating area. I've got lovely thick cushions that go with that. And I planted herbs in these pots, rosemary, basil and mint. But as you can see, mint has turned to tulips and the basil has turned to tulips. So they've obviously scattered from somewhere and planted themselves. But the project is, see, I always had a big square garden that I wanted for the kids. There used to be a big climbing frame here. I wanted them to have like a football pitch, like, you know, just run around the garden. But as they're getting older, and probably so Simon and I, obviously, we're getting more mature. So we put in this D shape a couple of years ago, and we put in a few plants, but it's more weeds than anything. Cherry blossoms come out, good show. So I went and bought a load of shrubs. So this is going to be what our shrubbery. Now, I am no gardener. by the way, let me just state that very clear. I have no clue what plants are, what you do with them, how they grow, like no freaking idea. But this is why I'm just doing me right now. So we got the D, we're going in with shrubs, and I bought these shrubs out of our local DIY B&Q, like £7 each. So I just made sure I've just mirrored it. So that one there will also be over in that corner there. 2 red ones here. This thing, there's one there as well. So I'm just mirroring both sides, and all I've done was looked at the label. These are all evergreens, by the way. Not sure that one is, or that one. And evergreen, if you're not into gardening, just means it keeps all year round. It'll give you colour, green, or it won't flower, but it will keep the colour all year round. So that's what I want. So then I looked at the label and I just did height. Ones that's going to grow the tallest, sorry Toby, like that one and that one, I'll put them at the back. And then the shorter ones, I put the front. And the middle ones, I put in the middle. It's that simple. So today what we're going to do is try and get some of these weeds up. Just weed it slightly, and then we're going to plant all these pots, all these shrubs, and put them in. Now, I don't like what I call granny flowers. I like a modern, clean flower. And somehow, this is what I call a granny flower. It's a primrose. Now, weirdly, my grandmother's name is Primrose. I don't know how it got there, and I feel really guilty, so I can't pick that one up. Any others I've been like picking up that I don't like, I'm like, they're not clean, they're not modern, like there's a granny flower, but I can't touch that one because it's Primrose, and my daughter's middle name is Rose. I dropped the Prim and she had the Rose after my grandmother, so I can't get rid of that one. But so we're just going to clear this up. This is where we sit and have our coffee normally, and then you won't see it, but there's going to be a bit of a D shape. We've just started the other day around here to here, but we haven't mowed. Simon wants a wildflower garden, so this is the section we're going to have. So we're just going to let this grass grow up, and we're just going to scatter loads of wild flowers, which should then end up looking something like Ma and Pa have done. This all used to be a bed and shrubs, but it was too much work for them in the end, so they've just let all the grass come up, and they're going to have all their wild flowers. So it looks quite cute, and apparently it's really good for the bees and the insects, and Simon's all into that. So that's what's going there. My next plan is to have a summer house here now, where the playhouse used to go, and then I want a kitchen garden. So raised boxes here for all the veggies. Currently our veggies grow inside, and then my son built us these little greenhouse things. They look a bit not good at the minute because they've been a bit battered in the winter, but this is what we do. So then once they come out the windowsill in the utility, they come out into this little mini greenhouse, and this one is the huge greenhouse, but during the winter all the plastic got ripped off, so we took it all off, so that needs recovering, and have the greenhouse there. But so that's where it all normally, all the veggies currently grow, but we're going to have a kitchen garden over there. That's our garden plans, and Simon's already started. Good job, Si.
This is shit.
Oh, this is what Simon thinks of our garden project.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
I think I best go step in.
Yeah,
so we will see you all.
Like hoeing. I hate hoeing.
So we'll see you all later. So here's the progress on the garden. This is the mess we have across the garden. But if you come in here, you will see we pulled all the weeds out. That was my job. I ended up on the hoe. Simon didn't like the hoe. And then Simon took his playing with the pot. Yeah, great fun. And then Simon's been planting all the new shrubs. This one, this one, this one, this one. So, and we pulled up a whole load of grass and rubbish that was all up in this area where Simon is now. So it's back-breaking, isn't it, babe?
Yeah.
Absolutely back-breaking. But our thoughts are, once we've got some evergreen shrubs in here, that the shrubs will start to grow and... Hold on, Simon's coming in the wrong place. Where are you going, Si? You need to go way backwards.
No,
reverse.
This is for the hollyhock.
But then it needs to go back. It needs to go back.
That's in line with that one over there.
No, it's not. Okay, we're going to cut the video whilst we argue. Hold on. Problem solved. Argument over. No, we weren't really arguing. Debate. We just had to shift the plants around a little, because this is where I talk about modern gardening. If you're a proper gardener, you probably just shove these things in and hope that they all grow lovely. Whereas I'm like, no, we have a semicircle here. Everything needs to be symmetrical. And that's how my brain works. This is my clean, modern type gardening. So during our home day, we've actually come out. We are doing something very exciting. We're going to the tip. Literally all these bags, we got a whole car full of weeds and rubbish out of the garden, so we are just going down to the tip and take all that and throw it away, but the garden's looking good. So something I absolutely love to do, and this might sound a bit crazy, I love doing the washing, especially if it's a whitewash or my towels or my bedding. So today I've just washed the towels and I love it. I don't know, I just love them. So I'm just going to show you how particular I am with my towels. Got my hand towel, which is all folded over into Febreze, as is my face cloth. Those are my towels, and that's how they would all go out. And they're all nice and clean. So everything here now is all clean. My bedding's all clean. The dressing room's all tidy. It normally is. Shoes sorted. But the house is good. And if you look down here, Simon in the garden trying to attack. We had 2 pots that were just like moss and rubbish, but there was actually a plant in them. I got bored doing it, so I left Simon with that. And then you can see our 2 new, we bought blue pots here that we're gonna, one's got a hosta in, so this is hosta there. My camera goes blank, and then next to it is now hydrangeas. So they will come out in a beautiful white flower and a lovely green hosta, which I'll show you one day when they're all grown. So until then, I'm going to leave the garden. So gardening's done, washing's done, feels beautiful, all the towels are out, and now it's time for cuppa tea. And I'm going to have some ginger cake today. Tea and cake watching Escape to the Country. So after all that gardening, Simon and I are absolutely shattered. We sat down for a few minutes and watched, well, about an hour, Escape to the Country, had a cup of tea and a piece of cake. So now we're all sleepy, and I've just thought, you know what, I gotta run us a bath. So I'm going in with Muscle Soak, good load of Muscle Soak, Radox, love Radox, and then I might also choose, I'm going in with a Muscle Therapy, and then on top of that, recommended bottle, I'm going to go in with some Epsom salts, so bear with me. Sprinkling of Epsom salts in. I've got loads of these in. I've got loads of these in the bag. And we're going to have a lovely bath and soak the muscles. Sound like we're ancient, don't we? But there we go. That's what we're doing now. So, just get out the bath. I've got all my dark stuff in the wash. And now I'm in, this doesn't really go, but it's comfy. I just decided that I wanted to go into some light colours. So I've got the light joggers, I'm going to put on the light little jumper if I need it when I walk the dog. And then I've swapped my socks to these, the creamy version of the socks. And then that's what I'm going to be chilling out in this evening. So to finish our day off, our day at home, I'm going to do a little mini roast. I don't have the energy to go full-blown roast vibes, but I've just got some, it's only Simon, I and my mum tonight. Dad's back in hospital, so I'm just going to go in with little potatoes, halve them, parboil them, chop them in for some roasties. And I've got some parsnips here. Just grabbed that at the supermarket earlier. Like, you don't need to do anything complicated. I'm just gonna cut those up and I'm gonna roast those as well. I'm just gonna throw everything in the oven today. And then the other thing I have is some carrots. So again, I'm just gonna halve them, put them all in. Mum bought some chicken earlier, so I'm gonna use that. So it's literally what our dinner tonight is going to comprise of. Carrots, parsnips, some little mini roast. I'm gonna leave all the skins on, and some chicken. Might even do a bit of gravy. Who knows? So first thing I'm gonna do is just chop these potatoes in half, and I'm gonna stick them in a saucepan with a bit of cold water and just pre-boil them, just because I want this to almost be like a 20-30 minute dinner max. I don't want any fuss hanging around. So that's what I'm gonna do with these potatoes. Literally fill these with water and put them on the hob. And put them straight on now. Stick those on to boil. Crank them straight up so they get on really hot. And with the carrots, I'm going to roast them, so it's really easy. But I'm just wondering, do I want to peel them or not? I don't think I will tonight. This is busy day vibes, so we're going to do all the minimal effort. So let's just top and tail those off and just literally cut them in half to roast. I'm doing exactly the same with the parsnips, top and tailing and cutting them in half. If they're just a small one like this, just cut them in half. Do I go quarters? I go quarter those. All I'm going to do with these veggies is grab a roasting tin. I'm not sure that's going to be big enough. I'm going to get a bigger tin. So what I'm going to do, make the board, all the carrots and parsnips on like that. Make sure they're all pretty flat. Now I'm just going to cover this with some oil. I'm just going to go out to the garden and grab some rosemary. Hold on. Okay, so I just remembered that I had some rosemary already in the house from out the garden. So just a bit of oil. Put those through. I do some garlic as well. I'm going to do garlic. Just a bit of garlic powder. These garlic granules go everywhere. Garlic granules go as well. And I've got my trusty salt and pepper. I always used to have salt and pepper pots and all that kind of stuff, but these ones from our local supermarket from Aldi, I just love the crunch. Like, so I don't even bother now trying to get some nice salt and pepper. Can you hear the grind on that? I just love this. So a bit of salt and pepper, and then this is from out the garden, our dried rosemary. So I'm just going to sprinkle some of that. You can just get dried rosemary, or if you've got the plant, chuck it on the top there and just give it loads of flavour. If I was going full out, I'd do garlic cloves and everything, but too tight for that today. So these are just some packs of chicken that my mum bought. I'm going to use. One's Hunter's chicken and one's a sweet chili chicken or something. Just because they were lying around, she bought them for her and Dad, and Dad's gone back into hospital tonight, so yesterday, day before. So I just said, look, let me have the chicken, we'll use the chicken up. So that's what we're doing tonight. So I don't normally buy this sort of stuff that comes like with pre-sauce and everything, but hey, it's chicken. can stick that on a tray. One other thing I'm going to do, because I forgot that I had it, I just went to put all the other stuff away in the fridge and realised I had a leek left from yesterday. So I'm just going to use that up and probably just roast it out. Put it on with the carrots and the parsnips, just drizzle a bit more oil over it, and we will just roast those off. Just use it up. So the whole dinner, super simple, all in the oven, all roasted, lots of flavour, lots of colour, and using up all the bits and pieces. Normally when it's Simon and I were eating, we will just eat in the living room on our laps and chill out. But we've got mum tonight, so I'm going to do what I normally do when we have the family round, is just lay up the table with my new white mats, because we've got the new white cushions on the chairs. Well, beigey creamy, and I just literally placemat, small coasters, and tonight I'm going to use my gold cutlery. I love gold cutlery. I think it just looks so good on the place settings, which I'll show you in a minute. This is all I'm going to do. Lay that out, the flowers on the table. Bish bosh, done. Looks so freaking simple, but it's just a bit of quick intention. Looks cute. New cushions. And that's what I would do. I'm just waiting for the potatoes to boil. I don't want them to boil too much. There's our carrots and parsnips. I haven't put the leeks on yet, because we're going to cook these first for at least 10 minutes before we put the leeks on, because we burn the leeks. Now these look like they're doing good, so I'm just going to come over, grab my knife, just check them out. Not too hard. You don't want them soft, because they're all going to go mushy, but you just want them par cooked. Just cook them sort of like 40%. It's still quite tough, so I'm going to wait for a minute, but they won't be long. These will go quite quick, and then they'll be ready. I'm going to stick them in the roasting tin. So sometimes when I'm having home days, if I haven't done everything like I've done today, out in the garden, doing stuff around the house and washing and bits and pieces, I probably would have focused more on doing like a full out roast dinner, or food that really would have taken quite a bit of time to prep. But because we've been doing the garden, going down the tip, I've been doing all the washing, change cushions and stuff on the chairs and bits and pieces, I just want a really easy, quick throw it together, but still healthy dinner. So that's why I'm doing this, and not a full-blown roast. Right, the skins on these potatoes are starting to come away from the potato, look. Ooh, sorry, I got you steamed up. So I'm gonna call these done. One thing I am gonna do, I have just drained these, but I'm gonna put them back on the heat just for a second, just to dry them out a little bit, so that we can roast them. Obviously I can't bang them around, they've got all their skins on, but I do just want to take the liquid out of them. So that's all I do, is just put them back on I'll just put it on low heat for now. And I cook it with electric. We don't actually have gas, mains gas out here, so we have no choice but to use electric. So you see the steam coming off, that's just all the water out of the potatoes, so then they can go, hopefully, I don't normally do potatoes like this, but they go nice and crunchy and crispy in the oven. So with these potatoes, I've just literally strained them, drained them, put a bit of oil on them, exactly the same as the carrots and parsnips. I'm going to put some of my dry rosemary over it. I think we're going with some, do you get a bit of garlic granules in the potatoes? Why not? Let's put a little bit of garlic granules on them. Got the oil, a little crunch of salt and pepper. And then I'll put these in the oven now with the chickens. I'm not going to put the veggies in first. I'm going to put the potatoes in, the chickens in for 10 minutes before I put the veggies on. So in there we've got the potatoes and all the chickens. And here's Toby to say hi. Toby loves cooking, don't you, Tobes? Gosh, I love it. But would you rather go for a walk, Toby? Yes? Should we go for walks? Come on then, let's go for 10 minutes once the chickens are cooking. Should we go walks? Yes! Shall we go walkies? Yes! I want to go walkies, Daddy! They are! Yes! He definitely wants to go walking.
Dog walking jeans on this one.
Hi.
Right. So, Claire has the dinner on. Lovely. Thank you, Claire. Beautiful. What have we got for dinner?
Chicken.
Chicken.
Roast carrots. Roast parsnips. Leeks. Roast.
Lush.
First we need to
Walk the hound.
the hound.
Ready, go. He didn't go then. Yeah, that's what he does. Barking in the distance.
Oh, that's fun.
So, I just got a dot in there.
Oh, so nice.
It's beautiful.
So nice.
It is beautiful.
Have, like,
Right, here we go.
a speedy walk
Through the stile.
and through the gate.
Through the stile. This is the rickety style. Toby, wait.
He's gone.
He's gone. Yeah, right, climb the stile. Right, elegant. Right, here goes. I'm going to stop now as I attempt the stile.
It's a bit windy.
It's a bit windy.
So,
So
yeah.
you think I've got the sun?
yeah, sun's got the sun
Might
on
look a
today.
little bit
Or from
weathered.
yesterday, a little bit weathered. But there we go. Right, look at this. Like, this is like, it's beautiful. Look at the grass growing.
Absolutely beautiful.
So this
Yeah,
is-
it's growing quite.
This is our life. So we've had, yeah, a bit of a busy day. Although we didn't really have much planned apart from the garden. It all feels lovely that we've had a day at home. We have got a few things done. All the washing, all the towels and all nicely washed. Dinner's in the oven. Beautiful walk up the woods this morning. Now we're out here. Before we run back and have dinner. So everything is cooked. So I'm just going to grab out the chicken. The oven. Got two different types of chicken going on. Potatoes. Veggies. I'm just going to serve those up for a minute. I'm just going to give those veggies a few more minutes. All the potatoes than me. These look good. Mushy potatoes. Veggies done. That tray of goodness right there. Pink parsnips. Oh, my absolute favourite. So good. All that's left to do is put the salt and pepper on the table and eat real simple dinner. We've literally had our roast dinner, haven't we, babe? Our mini roast.
It was lovely.
And now we're just sat chilling, watching. This is a farming life. I hope this gave you a little inspiration for your own home or a slow day. If you love this, feel free to subscribe or share it with someone who'd enjoy a slower way of living too. Thanks for being here, it really means a lot, and I can't wait to see you next time.